I'm very excited because joining me right now is Leigh-Anne from Little Mix.
They've sold over 45 million records worldwide.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the most successful girl bands in the whole wide world.
Nearly 10 years ago, my pop star dream became a reality. And since that moment, I've not stopped. I love it. I'm so grateful for this crazy roller coaster life. But sometimes, I felt I was being treated differently to my bandmates because of the colour of my skin.
For so many years, people always look at us as less.
Down, no matter what you're going through.
It's something I wanted to speak about for a long time, but I didn't think anyone was listening.
Why do I feel like invisible? And for so long, people would say to me, it's in your head. We have been in a bubble, I think. Now that's kind of like burst.
I want to find out what I can do to fight the racism and prejudice I see around me.
It is always predominantly white, always.
To understand how the world discriminates against dark-skinned black women.
If I was some shades darker, would I be sat here right now?
And look at how my industry treats other black artists.
They told me and said, we've got one black person, we can't have another.
Taking the fight right to the top of the music business.
I don't want it to just be a conversation. I don't want it to just be a black square.
Some people aren't ready to this conversation.
There's a problem, let's address it. Let's all address it together.
This is what we have to go through.
So today we are shooting for the new album.
I love fashion, I love clothes. The girls always say that this life was made for me. They think I'm bougie, but I'm really not.
Oh, I've got my side there, you got me.
To be fair, I've always wanted that pop star life.
What did you do with your tongue? Just stuck it out? I'm not very cool with your tongue.
You're really good with your tongue. I always see you stick it.
When we first got together, us girls, we were like best friends instantly.
Leigh-Anne, what are we doing today?
We are here shooting for our brand new campaign.
We have so much fun, and just like the magic when we sing together is something else.
From the sky drop like confetti. All eyes on me. So VIP. All of my dreams from the sky drop like confetti.
As a child, the only time I ever experienced racism was one time at primary school. A boy handed me a note that just said, name Leigh-Anne, age 9, from the jungle. I was devastated. I'd never been made to feel like I didn't belong before. It turned out I wouldn't be made to feel like that again until my life changed overnight a decade later.
That's the sound of 10,000 people celebrating a historic win for Little Mix, the first girl band to win the X Factor.
It's just insane. Oh my God, we're so happy. Winning X Factor and becoming a pop star was everything I ever wanted. But before we'd even signed the record deal, things started to happen that now feel a bit off. On the X Factor, when they dyed my hair red and shaved it, made me look like the Rihanna. I was 20 at the time, and I guess a bit naive. Looking back, it's clear my colour was being used to define my image within the group. Those things, when I think back to it, and I'm just like, wow. Then there was other stuff that started to happen, which made me feel different to the other girls. We did a radio tour. We got off the plane, and there were some fans standing waiting for us, and I was the first to kind of walk up to them, and they just walked past me. I went to the other girls. Like, it was so weird. It was never like someone racially abusing me.
Because we have 3 mega fans.
It's just like little things that happen.
regularly.
So, right, first, which member of Little Mix are you most like?
I'm more like Perry. Jade. And I'd say Jessie, because she's got a really cool, like, an edgy style.
It's fine.
Cool. Okay.
All of these little feelings, if you can imagine, they just built up. And it was something that I could never fully explain. And you can't pretend like it's not happening. Feeling invisible, feeling like people would just look past me.
For the next decade, I was in a pop bubble with all the success I'd ever dreamt of. It's been back-to-back albums, tours, awards, and video shoots.
What is life? Mermaid coming through! Oh my god, this is insane! Oh, I feel like a queen!
I'm in the biggest girl band in the world. I have a fiance. We have a lovely house.
It's like, what have you got to be upset about? But all of that stuff doesn't matter. And all that matters is that feeling, and that feeling that just doesn't go away. Like, it keeps hurting and hurting.
And wondering, is it my colour? Like, all these questions.
Pushing myself constantly to do better, because I just wanted to be on that same level. And it's like, nothing I did would get me there. In March 2020, we flew to Brazil to do a show.
Where are we, Claude?
São Paulo.
So we landed, and from that moment it was Leigh-Anne. The crowd going mad for me, and I was like, what? Like, I've never seen or heard anything like it. There was so many black people in our audience, and I have never felt that love. I have never felt so accepted. After that, I saw that maybe race did have a part to play in how I was feeling. Now I've got so many questions I was too scared to ask before.
I think I drink too much. No, I think too much.
The pandemic has forced us to cancel our tour dates, so I've now got the time I need to start really looking at my identity and the world around me. My parents are my rock, and over the years, they're the only people I felt I could talk to about how I was feeling.
Hello! You're right.
Lovely to see you.
You too.
Hello. How you doing, all right?
Good, nice shirt.
Thank you. And there's heat there.
I haven't seen any of these pictures.
Really?
My mum is half Bayesian and my dad's half Jamaican. Both their dads arrived here in the 60s, and as a family, we're really proud of our Caribbean heritage.
Come on, Grandad. Bless him.
They would have got stick, both of our dads, for being with white women.
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't have gone down well at all.
So you're both mixed race. Yeah. I mean, did you say you identify as black?
I'm black as far as I'm concerned. Okay. We grew up in a black culture, so therefore we listen to black music, we cook West Indian food. That was a culture at home. It was a West Indian house.
This is my thing. So like when people say things like, oh, but you're mixed race, when it's like, but I will always say that I do identify as black. Like I don't really bother saying mixed race.
Because even if you're mixed race, you're not white, you will suffer from racism. So
I mean, you do identify as black?
Yeah, but you don't like to be
identified.
I
like to identify myself as John Pinnock. Because that's who I am.
That's what you've done growing up as well. Like, you haven't let your colour define you.
Yes.
You never let us think that anything was going to hold us back.
No.
Yes, we knew there was racism. We knew that we were living amongst racist people. But it was almost as if, well, there's nothing we can do about that. We just have to get on.
So when I came to you guys crying, upset, because I felt lost, invisible, What was your initial thought? Like,
At the time, I thought to myself, Leigh-Anne, toughen up, get yourself together. You're in a good position, get on with it, don't moan about it. But now I realise life is not having loads of money or this and that. If you're not feeling right within yourself, you're not going to feel right, are you?
yeah. You would all say that to me. You would be like, look where you are, you're still earning the same money, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But oh God, I'm going to get upset.
Oh, don't cry, Leigh-Anne.
Come on, let it out.
Come on, yeah. Oh, come on.
I was carrying a lot, like, never ever feeling good enough. And I feel like it ruined a lot of my experience, which should have been the best time of my life.
Yeah.
It's just fucking frustrating.
I know. It is frustrating. It was hard, but it's hard for us to make you realise it's not because you know that you're not as good as them, because you are, which is sad, really. But
yeah, but this is what our parents would have said. You know, oh, just get on with it. Stop being silly. So we're doing the same thing, but I can see.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
But what's difficult would be, what could we have said to have made you feel better?
Yeah.
Exactly. I think when we figured out what it was, that probably just made me feel worse, because I was like, oh, great, now what? Like, what do I do now? Well, I can't hide the fact that I'm black, like, and my situation is minuscule compared to what is actually going on in this world, like, to black people.
But you can use your voice and your experiences to help other people and to let other people know that, you know, things are going to change.
Yeah. Right. See you guys.
Right, bye.
All right, love you.